I just wrote an article for entrepreneur.com, which comes out next week, and 5 tips. And one of them is no white noise. White noise. Eliminate all ums, uhs, you knows, I means, I thinks, and even if we're not sure, we can then say I believe from our vocabulary. And we're socially connected. I will obviously don't come up for air very often, and so we're socially conditioned for you to look at me while I speak. But the moment you begin to speak like virtually every one of us, you look away, you say and you start talking with me having lost eye contact, because speech is habit. I was asking one of my baseball clients a couple of years ago, 5th all-time batting average as a switch hitter. This man could play baseball. I asked him what I knew to be a rhetorical question, but I asked different athletes just to get confirmation about certain things. I asked him, is the only reason a major league hitter cannot hit a curveball, is it because it's only mental? And he said yes. It's not mechanical. It's only mental. And I had read a book called The Longest Day in Baseball, and it was about a number of things. It was a really good book, but one of the art stories throughout the book was about this young ball player who never even had a cup of coffee in the majors, yet this was all he wanted. He sacrificed his life for this for 10 or 12 years. And the only reason was because he couldn't hit a curveball. And I'm thinking, that's crazy, that you can't get out of your own way to do the very thing you want to do. In sport, we break our habits. But in public discourse, speech is habit. We don't even think about that or you know, or I mean, or wandering around. But I want every communication, if we choose, especially in the business world, to be tactical, to be strategic. How do I want to be known? One of the tips that Jenna asked me to give, she didn't ask me this, but here's a tip ahead of time. Create our persona statement. How do we want to be known? What is our brand? Ultimately, I want the same person to show up everywhere. So whether it's on a date, it's on a job interview, a meeting with our boss, running our own companies, I want the same person to show up everywhere.